That's why they have songs like Big Girls Don't Cry. Hey, remember Lotto? Remember Lotto got the song Big Mama. Remember Lotto got that song Big Mama. So all that Big Mama talk, Big Mama's in town, and all of that because that Big Mama, it all just goes into Mother Babylon. Remember Martin Lawrence had that movie Big Mama's House too. Remember that? The Big Mama's House and all of that. Remember he was the cop portraying to be the Big Mama, the grandma. Because you already know that's just that false law of Lucifer always trying to watch the throne. You know, exalt Big Mama Jerusalem. Big Mama Babylon instead of Mother Jerusalem, the mother of us all. You see, they rather have a Big Mama, the mother of all harlots, because they want to do what they want to do. You see, that's why they had that Big Girls Don't Cry. Remember Big Girls Don't Cry, ay. Because in Revelation 18:11, they know that time is fulfilling, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. So that's how all this is able to work for us. It's written in Wisdom of Solomon 14:15. For a father afflicted with untimely mourning, when he hath made an image of his child soon taken away, now honor him as a god, which was then a dead man, and delivered those that were under him ceremonies and sacrifices. So they go into that whole matriarchy aspect of how they're able to play and portray the role of the Gentile, Caesar Borgia, Messianic, false Jesus. You see what I'm saying? The mother and son connection. That's how it's able to work. Keep him hanged up on the cross all day. Keep him only on the painting. Don't know as it's written in 1 John 4:3 that the word of God become flesh and dwell among men. As he did the first time, he would do again in this life. You see what I'm saying? They don't want people knowing that. They want you to just think he's just a painting on the cross. Sick stuff. So you understand too, that's why you have the college systems and everything go with the alma mater, because it means the nourishing mother. You see what I'm saying? The alma mater means the nourishing mother. And then matrix means the womb. So the word matrix just means womb anyway. They want to keep people on the womb of Mother Babylon. That's why Beyonce had the song Who Runs the World, Girls. She's heavy into Mother Goddess worship. They know that they rather have, like I said, they want people to be children of the devil instead of, knowing who they are and proclaiming it as a child of God. You know what I mean? Because that's what the Holy Grail is all about. It goes into the bloodline of Christ. The cup is just the womb, and then the blood goes to the bloodline. That's why in Psalms 23, verse 5, Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So that whole thing goes to the bloodline. The cup runneth over. The blood, the cup of blood, the Holy Grail. It goes to the whole theme how the Messiah returns in flesh, and the whole theme of how the saints of God will be in the flesh with him.